Tuning into Concrete with the Hosses. We just finished pouring a basement. It was a pretty tough basement to do. Power buggying down a hill, around a bend, into the floor. So Steve and I came over here to this front entranceway project. So they have this stoop that is 4 foot by 7 foot. We're gonna rip that out. We're ripping out this sidewalk. We're ripping out this planting bed. We're gonna give them a new front porch from corner to 2 feet past the door and out 10 feet. And then from that, we're gonna give them a walkway, center of the door, curving to the driveway. So we laid down these traction mats. We're getting rain here every single day, and this yard is just really soft. So we don't want to make more mess than necessary. So for today, we're going to demo this, dig this out, and just level it. I'm not going to dig the footer yet. There's calling for thunder showers tonight and tomorrow morning. So then once they pass through, then I can dig my footers and get them poured and get moving forward. So follow us along. Hope you like it. Demo is all done. That probably took us 20 minutes to half an hour. Came out really good. That is just styrofoam trim going around that door. It snapped as soon as I flexed it a little bit, so we'll have to replace that. This is all topsoil. I'm just going to dig this out, and the homeowner wants a pile right here, and he'll use it around the house. It's pretty nice stuff mixed with some mulch. So I'm going to go ahead and skim this off, and that'll be it for today. So there it is, dug out 10 feet by 25 feet. Now when it rains, some water will be in that corner and we'll get rid of that, but I don't want it all in the ditch. So we'll see what happens tonight, and maybe we can get this dug and poured tomorrow morning. Come back and see us. Thanks. Okay, so it's not raining this morning yet, so we came back up to this front porch job. 10 foot out, plus 6 inches. 25 over, plus 6 inches. Past. That's going to be my dig line. That's going to be layout for my footer. So a couple marks on the ground, 10 foot out, plus 6, and most of my footer is on the inside so this wall can set on it. All the way over. Here is my corner, right off of the house. Corner of house, 25 feet that way. We came down 7 1/4 from the door. That puts our height, finished concrete right here, down 7 inches for the bottom of my porch, top of my wall. So we're gonna have about a 2 foot wall, and we're gonna go down 2 feet plus 10 inches to get, plus a foot to get 36 below frost line. So we'll go ahead and start digging. Hopefully we get this poured today before the rain comes in. So with just this corner to dig, I went ahead and ordered concrete. It should be here in about an hour. Plenty of time to get this dug out, get some height set. I have rebar coming on the mixer. Getting some height set. Put a nail in the dirt right at the bottom of our stick at concrete height. Good. Some orange paint, that helps the driver see the nail. About every 4 feet. A slow beep means it needs to come up. A fast beep means it needs to go down. Solid beep. We're good. Let's get one right on this bump. Okay. So we'll do inside as well as outside. Where our footer's not leaning, we'll get everything nice and flat. Okay, there's all my markings to help get this footer as nice and level and true to our number that we're looking for. It'll make the build go much easier if we have a nice level footer to start with. That's a block wall, so I'm not going to drill and tie in. We're down on solid. We're below that porch, so we're down on solid. I don't want to drill in there and risk cracking the wall or creating a water problem. You can see how they have waterproofing down there. I don't want to break that barrier at all. So we're just going to rebar our footer on solid ground below frost without drilling and pinning into that. Okay, underway pouring. Raining pretty good, getting a lot of dirt in the ditch. Some dirt, not a lot. Trying to hit it right on our nails. Checking it with the laser. I'll get a little bit of this and I'll help you. About 4 inches to go right there. You're still light on this side, right? Coming your way? Good? Last section. You got a little bit high there?
Yeah, I'm high there.
Okay. Come forward one more time. Think we're good? Okay, that's it. Tom's putting our rebar in. We'll push them down into the concrete. That's how we leave it when it's all done. It's up to our nail heights. I don't want to get too close to the edge. The top's starting to crumble in with all this rain. So that's how we'll leave it for today. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow forming the walls. We got a lot of rain yesterday. Just caved in a little bit. Nothing major. So I'll go ahead and clean this out while I'm waiting on Steve to get here. Edge of the porch is even with the house, 10 feet out. 25 feet over, 10 feet in. So this is my lower wall box, outside wall. We came out 9 foot 10.5 inches, 9 foot 10.5 inches. My porch is going to cantilever over 1.5 inches. We want the finished porch to be a 10. So how do you square it in this ditch? We started at the corner of the house, came out even distances, 25 feet and 25 feet. And now we did a 3, 4, 5 in the corner because that hillside won't permit us to go anymore. 3 foot, 4 foot, and 5 foot is a right angle. Any multiples of that is a right angle. Okay, so talking about this on film, I realized I messed up. I forgot to tell Steve we were holding it ahead. That was my fault. We went on the wrong side of the line. So we're 24 10.5 because I'm in 1.5 inches. I want the outside of my porch to line up evenly. So we're good now. We'll redo our diagonal and make it all square. Okay, so one of my last wire ties, you can see how I have the screw sticking out. Let me back this guy out just a little bit. So come around here. So I loop it around once, I pull that real tight. Straight up and over, a nice kink in it. Straight down, kink. Nice tight wrap around that screw. And I take an 8-penny nail, put it between the wire, just give it a couple twists. Going nowhere. Okay, so that's the height we're looking for the top of our wall. Now we strung it, and we'll start putting kickers into the front yard as well as into the bank. We're tied together with wire at the bottom. We'll cleat across the top, and then we'll kicker from there to the house. I'm going to fill all this in with stone.
What's our number inside there?
I can measure this piece for you. Here's our return.
Did you measure that top inside?
And we'll kick her like that everywhere. Brace, brace, and more braces. Okay. Tightening that up so there's no gap between the form and our chamfer strip. So here's what we got going on today. We formed this perimeter up on Friday. It's an 8-inch wide wall, approximately 4 foot high, maybe 42 inches high. So rather than looking at rough concrete and then our decorative porch, we put these styrofoam inlays in it to give us a picture frame look in our wall. I did 2 here and 4 across the front. We didn't do any on that end, it's all buried, and our sidewalk comes in there and covers that up. So we'll get this poured here. We checked all of our bracing, everything seems tight. You know how that goes if you've ever poured walls. But hopefully it all holds pretty good. Braced off of the house.
Don't you have a video that's called Brace and then Brace Some More? Something like that?
Brace, brace, and brace more.
Yeah. That's a good video.
Scroll back and check it out. We're using a 4,000 PSI mix for this wall, as well as 2% calcium in it to generate heat. It's about 28 degrees out this morning. It's going to warm up fast. One other thing, we're going to start pouring at that corner. We're going to fill it up about halfway, bring it around all about halfway, and then we'll start filling at the top and work it back. We'll do it in 2 layers.
Now.
Okay. Nice and slow, letting it slide right in there. Our rebar's drilled into the bottom so nothing's moving, everything's tied together. This is where a good truck driver really pays off. Might be a little dark in there for the camera, but a lot of steam coming out of there. Put your shovel here, Jim. Direct that in there. Okay, we are about 2/3 of the way done. Just doing everything we can so concrete does not move these panels. We don't want those to look crooked in our wall. Concrete's about a 6-inch slump, maybe a little bit looser than that. Almost to the corner. Good idea with the bag, Steve. Turn. Right around the corner. Rod's good, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, we are topping it off. Okay. We're just putting a little vibration underneath these panels. Go ahead. Good? Okay, we're just scraping his chute clean. That's all we had left. Boy, am I glad we made it. So a couple creeks down here. Everything seemed to be pretty good. A lot of weight in there. Looks good. Okay, out here in the sun, the concrete is getting really tight. So we're going to start taking the tops off. Then we'll start stripping this outside. So I'll get the camera set up. And timing is everything, because we want to clean this up real nice. So we want to do it while the concrete's still workable.